Hey there, and welcome back to The Explainer. Okay, so today we're looking at something that honestly feels like a literal cheat code for homeowners. As someone who has spent way too many hours falling down the rabbit hole of how to lower utility bills so that you don't have to, I just had to share this with you. We're talking about the Lightreach Comfort Plan by Palmetto. Think of it like a subscription service for affordable home electrification. So grab a coffee, pull up a chair, and let's dive into exactly how this works and why it might absolutely save your wallet.
So, picture this. You know that absolute feeling of dread? It's the peak of July, the sun is just beating down, and suddenly the air coming out of your AC vents is lukewarm. Or maybe it's the dead of winter, and your nice hot morning shower abruptly turns ice cold. We have all been there. It's a shared homeowner trauma, for sure. It's pure dread, right? Not just because you're uncomfortable, but because you instantly know your bank account is about to take a massive, totally unexpected hit. When those essential home systems break down, it means sudden, agonizing stress.
And honestly, we panic for a very good reason. The traditional nightmare scenario means fixing these emergencies by completely draining your hard-earned savings account, or even worse, taking out a crazy high-interest loan. Replacing a standard HVAC system or a water heater, you're easily looking at $10,000 to $15,000 right out of pocket. It is a huge burden. But what if you could treat your home's comfort just like you treat your streaming subscriptions? That is the Lightreach Comfort Plan in a nutshell. It takes that massive upfront hit and transforms it into a $0 down, totally predictable monthly subscription.
The real key here is understanding this concept called comfort as a service. It's basically a completely worry-free lease. The ultimate insider life hack here is realizing that a water heater or an AC unit is not an investment that grows in value. It's just hardware that depreciates and eventually breaks down. Under this model, Lightreach is the one who actually owns and manages the equipment, so you stop owning the depreciating hardware. But, and this is literally the best part, you keep 100% of the financial benefits and the utility bill savings that come from having brand new, top-tier tech in your house.
So, how does this actually play out in our homes? Well, the plan targets your two absolute biggest energy drains. First up, high-efficiency heat pumps. These systems can heat and cool your home up to 3 to 4 times more efficiently than your standard gas furnace or electric heater. And second, hybrid heat pump water heaters. If you haven't seen these, think of them almost like a refrigerator running in reverse. They actually pull ambient heat right out of the air to warm your water. If you live somewhere warm, like say Florida, where there's just tons of ambient heat sitting in your garage, these units are insanely effective. They use up to 70% less energy than a traditional tank. Crazy, right?
Just take a look at that 20% slice right there. Heating your water accounts for roughly 1/5 of your entire home's energy use. Think about that. 1/5 of your whole energy bill is strictly dedicated to making sure your water is hot. When you combine smart hybrid technology with the Lightreach program, you are aggressively targeting a huge chunk of your monthly expenses, but using tech that runs at a total fraction of the cost of your old, tired unit.
Beyond the cool tech, though, there's just the sheer peace of mind. Because Lightreach owns the equipment, they are heavily incentivized to keep it running flawlessly. You get a 10 or 12-year term where parts, diagnostic fees, and labor are completely covered. I mean, if it breaks, it is their problem, not your wallet's problem. They even throw in annual preventative maintenance. We're talking system tune-ups, filter replacements, the whole shebang. As a homeowner, you're just paying one fixed, totally predictable monthly payment that never shifts. No more emergency plumbing bills, no more panic-inducing summer HVAC budgets. It is entirely worry-free.
Oh, and listen to this. If you've been reading the news and stressing about how to actually get those federal clean energy tax credits, take a deep breath. We all know dealing with government paperwork, especially stuff like the Inflation Reduction Act, is a massive headache. Well, Lightreach actually bakes these incentives directly into the program. They apply all those federal, state, and local incentives on their end to lower your fixed monthly subscription rate right from day one. You literally just get the cheaper monthly bill without having to hire a CPA to decipher your tax rebates. But you want to know the absolute kicker here? $0. None. You get brand new, premium, ultra-efficient equipment installed in your home by certified local pros, and you do not pay a single dime out of pocket today. Being able to upgrade your home's absolute biggest energy hogs with zero upfront cost, that completely changes the math on home improvement.
And the financial relief doesn't just stop once the installation is done. By upgrading an old, clunky heating and cooling system or swapping out that traditional electric tank for a modern hybrid model, you are typically reducing your appliance-specific energy bills by 30 to 50%. Just imagine cutting the running cost of your home's most expensive appliances right in half, pretty much overnight.
To put that into real, concrete numbers, let's look at the actual cash.
A standard family of 4 can expect to save, on average, anywhere from $330 to $550 every single year just by switching over to hybrid water technology. That is real cash back in your family's pocket year after year. And it's simply because you chose to upgrade your home's infrastructure through a subscription model rather than shelling out your own cash for outdated tech.
Plus, there's a pretty fantastic environmental bonus to go along with all these financial savings. Over its lifespan, an advanced hybrid heat pump avoids about 12 tons of carbon dioxide emissions. 12 tons! To put that into perspective, that's the environmental equivalent of planting nearly 200 trees. So you are completely protecting your family's budget while simultaneously making a massive positive impact on the environment. It's literally the definition of a win-win scenario.
Now, if you're a skeptical neighbor, and you should be, you're probably asking yourself, okay, but am I trapped in this forever? It's a supernatural question. So let's break down exactly what happens at the end of your 10 or 12-year term. You actually have incredible flexibility with 4 distinct options. First, you can upgrade. You just seamlessly roll into a new plan to get whatever the absolute latest, greatest energy-saving tech is a decade from now. Second, you can renew. You keep your current system running year to year at a heavily reduced monthly rate. Third, you can buy out. You just purchase the system at fair market value and take over total traditional ownership. Or fourth, you can simply walk away. They remove the system and the agreement ends completely. You are entirely in the driver's seat.
Okay, let's bring it all home. Why on earth let aging, inefficient appliances silently drain your bank account every single month? And honestly, more importantly, why wait for that horrible, inevitable day when your current system just fully breaks down to finally find out your exact numbers? There is a ticking time bomb in your utility closet right now, guys. Take control of your home comfort today. I highly recommend reaching out to local certified Lightreach and Palmetto installers to run a personalized cost-benefit analysis tailored to your specific home. Get the facts before the disaster actually strikes. What do you really have to lose? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. Here's to much smarter, totally stress-free homeownership.